Now, New South Wales live music and concert venues are soon going to be allowed to open later and avoid noise complaints from neighbours under sweeping new reforms that are going to kick off at the start of summer. So opening times will be extended by 2 hours, and it will now take 5 individual noise complaints to warrant a licence review. Hooray! I mean, I remember a few months ago sitting here talking about a couple of stories. I think one was at the Mossman Bowls Club, where on a Sunday they had started having a live band, and, you know, the kids were allowed to run around on the bowling green, and the local residents kicked up a stink and said, "You can't do that, it's too much noise, we don't want it." So the Bowls Club turned around and said, "Oh, well, we've had a proposal from an aged care outfit that want to put up like a 10-storey building here and put the Bowls Club on the top and a nursing home in the middle of it, and it'll block out your waterfront views. How about that?"
Look, I think it's going to be, it really will be the summer of the NIMBY, and not only in New South Wales, but I think all around the country, because this will be really interesting, and I just cannot wait to see the Facebook groups fire up about this, especially, Caleb, and I'm sorry to say it to those in the eastern suburbs of Sydney. I think it's going to be delicious to see some of the absolute fraught, clutching of pearls comments of being punched out here. But then on the other side of it, on the other side of the country in Western Australia, to really get things started when it comes to allowing houses and new houses to be built. The state government have come in just overnight and said, you know, we're going to make sure that local government don't have any say now on approval procedures. And you could, if you did hear that shrill at around 9:05 last night, that was definitely a whole pack of NIMBYs in the western suburbs of Perth just absolutely losing their minds. It is going to be an interesting time in the lead up to Christmas.
It will indeed. I've got to say, though, I do have a small issue with the idea of councils being excluded entirely, because as much as I agree, like, we need more housing, the danger, I think, in allowing state governments or you know, regulatory bodies set up by state governments to take total control of planning is that they don't look at character and they don't look at heritage. And so you lose the possibility of that happy medium. Like, councils go too far very often, and so do state governments.
Yes.
So how can we find that happy medium where you can keep the character and you can keep the heritage, but where it is right to do so, increase the density?
Yeah, look, that's a really good question. But I think on top of that question, I would also put you, how do we also maintain transparency also as well, to make sure that developers don't just sort of come in, flood the government with maybe, I don't want to say largesse, but, you know, treat them with some financial attention, just if they have a particular project that they would like to see a green lit, because we know councils, like you say, councils can be pretty tricky at times, because, again, I think people are very passionate about their backyard, and I think you're going to see that really play out not only in the media but at local council meetings over the next couple of months. It's going to be really interesting. Oh,
Jenna, don't make the suggestion of developers and brown paper bags. We know what that did to the New South Wales Labor government a few years ago, don't we? Jenna, Clarke, thank you for your time tonight.